But yeah, like I said, definitely no expert when it comes to puzzles. But that is crazy. It's very inventive, I will say. It's a really cool idea. But I don't know how many people would honestly figure it out on their own. Especially when I don't know if you can find the the 13th sermon. Like I said, I just really did not see it at all. Okay, here we go. I also, because I was on the mod page, I was just reading various things. I know one of the updates pending for the mod is going to replace the textures. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, that's a very nice texture and model right there. I like this a lot. That's very nicely done. That's actually quite nice. I'm a fan of that. And I'll take the 1,000 gold as well. Whoop. Ooh, Ancient Aelid Champion. But as I was saying, one of the upcoming mods, or updates to the mod, is that they're going to replace the architecture for these Aelid ruins with the ones used in Beyond Skyrim Bruma. Which I don't have an issue with the textures. They look very clean, and they look slightly out of place, but they're not bad. Then again, I think it's also partially just due to the fact that I'm more used to the Beyond Skyrim Aelid textures. But still perfectly fine. I'm just happy to see Aelid structures and textures and everything in the first place. Like, seeing it at all, it's like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But I am honestly curious to hear how many people watching this who have played the mod, or, you know, are just trying to figure it out alongside me, actually figured out, you know, the puzzle on their own. How many people who are watching this or have played the mod before figured out that whole puzzle with, okay, this isn't ominous at all. Okay, yeah, they're alive. Figured out the code for that. I still think it's a really funny coincidence that my first attempt was 3, 4, 9, and 3 and 4 were the correct ones just by sheer coincidence. I think it's kind of funny. And it just confused me when 9 wasn't, because it was like, well, 2/3 of this are already right. How come this last third isn't right? But without finding Sermon 13, which, like I said, it wasn't there. Maybe it fell through the world or something. I'm not sure how you would be able to figure it out. Unless there's somewhere else you're supposed to go for Sermon 13. But if you are, then I just don't know where you would find it. Because there was no real indication for that. I didn't go through and read all of the sermons. Yes, I could have, but I feel like that would just be a little pointless and not really help with the mod for the most part. Ooh. Open. Oil Lalor. Just 1 gold, huh? Ooh, look at the reflection on this. Oh, hello there. So once we get the 3 stones, we're gonna have to go to Blackreach, because he said that's where the site of the what's it called was. The site of the Dwemer pedestal. Yeah, I like the textures. It just feels a little bit more like marble than the Oblivion models were. Or the Oblivion textures, I should say. Like the entrance, this is more or less what the Oblivion textures for Aelid structures were like. It wasn't necessarily as shiny, is the only thing on the inside. Alright, and the third one is right by Haldir's Cane. And kinda true to Mathis's word, yeah. I can see that a lot of the Aelid structures are definitely very much destroyed, so it makes sense that it would be harder to find these stones. Alright, we can't get up that way. Let's just circle around real fast. It is nice to see Aelid structures in Skyrim. Although I also understand, it's like, it makes sense that if they were going to be anywhere, that they would be here, close to the border. Not necessarily a Skyrim and Elder Scrolls lore expert. I know an okay amount of things, just not everything necessarily. But I guess it would make sense in some ways that the Aelid necessarily wouldn't follow all of the same borders that, you know, Man and other Mare did. You draw power from the well. Why, thank you. So it makes sense that there would maybe be a couple Aelid, structures somewhere in Skyrim, or somewhere even south of Cyrodiil, just because they didn't necessarily follow the same exact borders. These gems must not fall into the wrong hands. If all else fails, I will take them from their master and scatter them throughout Skyrim's land. If you happen to find my corpse laying where I am, then know this. Do not claim the gems, for they will corrupt and consume the mind with an eternal lust for power. But whatever you shall do with these gems, don't. The rest is illegible and tattered. I just wanted to get a look at the skeleton. I like it. Alright. So, let's go back and try to find his ring. It's a very minor thing, but I just want to find his ring and give that to him so we can at least move that along. After, I don't know even how much more searching, probably another 10 minutes or so, I just came over to Urag's desk, and I noticed a little something just in the corner here. The Ring of the Wind. Let's take that. There you go. There's his ring. How did it wind up there? I'm guessing that's sort of just like lost and found.
Welcome, Archmage. What a pleasant surprise.
Is this your ring?
Yes. Praise the true tribunal, you found it. Thank you. I would have made a disgrace to my family name if this ring would have been lost to me. Well, you did your part, and I will do mine. Have a look at what I have for sale. I will sell these at a very favorable price, just for you.
Aw, shucks.
And remember, you won't get these any other place.
Alright, I'm curious to see what his spell selection is. Because he does have unique spells, I know. Ooh, so we have Shapeshift Wood Elf, Shapeshift Redguard, Shapeshift Orc, Shapeshift Nord, Shapeshift Khajiit, Shapeshift Imperial, High Elf, Dark Elf, Breton, Argonian. Oh, wait. So are all his spells just to take on the form of a different race? Okay. Oh, alright. Is that really all he has? I guess so, yeah. Why is that so dangerous? Why wouldn't you sell these to other people? Why did you sell these spells to everyone?
Seems a bit odd, right? I guess you figured I could make a fortune by selling these.
I don't know about
I
that.
probably can. However, money doesn't interest me at all. These spells here have huge potential. Maybe they're just a fun little prank for the Joker. They could also be the ultimate tool for the spy.
That is true, yes.
They could be used for heroic deeds or the darkest betrayals.
No, that is very true.
Do you understand? I only sell to those I know who will not abuse this gift. And I have faith that you won't. You won't disappoint me, right?
You know you just met me. I mean, yes, I am the Archmage. Yes, I found your ring, but you really don't know me that well.
Until next time.
You telling me that I could be the ultimate prankster, that I could very easily get away with pretty much whatever, it's like, oh, I didn't really think about that. I mean, I kind of did. It makes sense that you would use those to kind of hide your identity. But still, it wasn't one of my first plans was to just pretend to be other races to get away with crimes. You would always be able to get away from guards, though. Like, just like turn a corner, change your ability, and then, or not ability, change your appearance, and they're like, oh, did you see where that guy went? I was like, I don't know. I don't know who he was or where he was. I didn't see him at all. Alright, so let's tell him the good news. We have everything that he asked for.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink.
Any luck in our quest?
Or our quest. I'm the one doing everything. I've recovered the tools.
You... I knew you were the right one. Excuse me for my surprised reaction. I just realized how long I have worked towards this goal. Show me them.
I have a feeling that he's gonna be the one that goes mad with power, and I'm gonna have to kill him. Show him the tools.
Yes, there's no doubt. These are the tools of Kagrenac, reunited for the first time since the Third Era. You may not yet realize the true glory of your deed, but you will in due time, my friend.
What did I do this time? I was just standing
Yes.
here.
The fact that you live proves my theory. The tools have all been drained of their power.
I'm wearing Wraithguard, though, so...
A sad happening indeed.
Sharing my
But did you also recover the gems?
Yes, I have them right here.
Excellent. No less than 3 of them, I see. You are a special one, truly.
You flatter me.
I would take my time and study these, if we didn't have more important business right now. I'm nearly at the fulfillment of my life goal, and I see no reason to waste further time. We must travel to Blackreach. There, at the pedestal, we can restore power to the tools of Kagrenac. If this works, my friend, your name will be written with golden letters in the books of history, forever to come. But no more delay. I must prepare for the journey. I will meet you there, Dragonborn, at the pedestal in Blackreach.
Alright, I'll see you there.
You can hold on to the tools for now. They'll be safe in your capable hands. You have done well so far, my dear, dear friend. You have done well.
The more he calls me his friend, the less I trust him. Because it was just a thing of, he thought I was gonna die. He had no faith in my abilities. He called me an idiot. And now all of a sudden he's just like, oh yes, because you found them, we are best friends. He's very clearly a user, and I just do not trust him. That and, you know, Vonos. I always forget his name. Vonos Dreloth, yeah, okay. He warned me. He warned me about all of this. He's gonna use me, he's gonna discard me when he's done with me. He's not my friend, he doesn't care about me. Now he's treating me as his equal because I got something done. Meet Mathis at the ruins of Blackreach. Well, that's not where I'm supposed to... That marker's in the wrong place. Oh, I'm trying to remember which lift is the one that I want to use. The Great Lift at Alftand. Yes. I'm pretty sure. Alright. I was worried that the door was going to be closed, because there are times that the doors will just reset and close themselves even when you've opened them. So, I was very glad that it wasn't the case, because that would have just been terrible. I would have had to gone all the way through Alftand and everything just to get to Blackreach, probably. And yes, I know there's other great lifts that go in and out of Blackreach, but... well, suffice it to say, sometimes, like I said, they just all get closed off, which is annoying. I'm just very happy that I didn't have to make my trip all the way through Blackreach, because it's just tedious. When you've done it before and you're just like, no, I just want to get on with my life. I just want to get on with this quest. Oh, everyone's attacking each other. Alright. In that case, let me just go and find Mathis and just ignore everyone else. Okay, so that building's brand new, I'm pretty sure. And it seems to be exactly where I need to go in order to find Mathis. I was not sure if he was going to be here because the quest marker, if I open up the world map, is still pointing right by Whiterun, so I wasn't sure if there was a glitch or not. But no, he's here, in the ancient Dwarven halls. Ooh, this is ominous. I always like that. Oh, 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 what was that? What was that? Oh, okay, spiders, spiders. I thought there was some sort of colossal trap that was activating and gonna burn me to the ground. Which is what I was expecting with the Aelid Ruins. I thought I was going to go into, you know, full ruins and have to fight my way through. I'm kind of glad that I didn't, though, because sometimes that kind of stuff can be fun. Other times it can just feel kind of tedious, and we're like, oh, wow, they're just kind of padding for time. Like, this was a little bit more straightforward, which I can appreciate. Because if I had to go to 3 different full Aelid ruins just for one stage of the quest, I'd be like, okay, it's cool that that was included, but at the same time, it's the thing of, alright, it doesn't necessarily pertain too much to the quest itself. I would have happily gone through 1 full Aelid ruin to find 3 stones, though. That would have been fun. How many of you goddamn spiders are there? Is that all of them now? Eh? Hmm? You done? Yeah, you're fucking done. That's what I thought. He didn't fight through these spiders, did he? He just snuck on through here. He was like, no, okay, I don't need to fight any of them. I'll let the Dragonborn deal with that. That's what he's here for. God, how massive is this place? Because I'm just watching the whole cavern render before me. So this place has got to be massive. I also know there were the 2 hallways I could have explored that lead to other areas, but I can always just go back and check those later, I suppose. Alright. Yeah, this place is massive. Which makes sense. The Dwemer were known for just building everything big. It's just how they were. They just made everything very large to kind of prove the point that they could. I mean, in the end, they were essentially just a race of egomaniacs. So we're probably better off not having to deal with them on a daily basis. Imagine how annoying it would be to have to deal with them all the time. Oh, alright, I guess Mathis is, actually fighting people on his own. Good for him. Oop!
I was
There you are.
almost beginning to think you wouldn't make it, my friend. I'm glad you did. Now, hand over the tools to me quickly.
Who are these guys?
As you can see, I've brought some friends along. They're tougher than they look, so don't think about resisting.
Resisting? What's going on, Mathis?
My great puppet is confused. No surprise. You've been the pawn in a game, Dragonborn.
Damn it.
I need the tools of Kagrenac, but not for the reasons you think. I need them to reclaim my homeland from the outsiders. The tools are the key to the resurrection of Morrowind, and me as its king.
You're a goddamn
Did
madman.
you know I've been born to the late 6th great house of Morrowind? It's the house of Dagoth the rightful lord of my land.
Yeah, he's dead. Real
That
dead.
right belongs to me now, but it has been denied to me. Not for long, though, thanks to you. I will reclaim my homeland, and I will rule it.
And how do you think you'll achieve that?
Who do you think could stand before me if I wield the might of the gods? Who could resist me if I use their power to resurrect the Numidium?
But the Heart of Lorkhan's gone.
The tools are the key, the final puzzle piece I need. With the tools, I'll be as mighty as Dagoth himself. Then, finally, I can restore Morrowind and destroy the filth that took it from me. I will prevail where the 6th house failed, and I will reclaim my homeland in their name. There is no might in Tamriel that could oppose me. Not even you.
I mean, I still have the tools. I didn't already hand them over to him, did I? What is it about these two that would be so difficult that I couldn't fight them? It's like, I'm the goddamn Dragonborn. I could just Fusor top all 3 of you across the goddamn room and just pick you off one by one. Or I could just fight you. Just normally. I don't even need shouts. I'm the Dragonborn. Your 2 guards are not intimidating. They're really not. Think you can still achieve that? With my blade through your stomach?
Ha ha ha, tough talk. To be expected from a tool like yourself. You've been my puppet, Dragonborn, no more, no less. You've been in service of my dream, and the dream of the 6th house. Remember this, whenever you feel greater than you really are.
How about I put your 6th house head on a pike? I can't let you do this, Mathis. I don't think so. No, I'm gonna put his head on a pike.
Oh, ever the vain and violent one. I will not hesitate to deliver you the same fate, Dragonborn.
Defeat Mathis and both his bodyguards. Yeah. Really not that difficult. Oh, I don't have any shouts favorited, so let's do that real fast. Like I said, just shout you across the room, pick you off one by one. Yep. You're such a threat, aren't you, Mathis? Who are you calling a filthy Enwa? Alright, now let's loot Mathis. Kagrenac's tools, Dwarven sort of thunderbolts. Oh! Madstone of the Ahumusa, as a sound spell allowing you to decrease the target's chance of successfully casting spells. Okay, that's an amulet from Morrowind. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I remember that. You know, because I'm doing my Morrowind modded playthrough. Kagrenac's tools, concerning the use of Wraithguard Keening and Sunder at Red Mountain by Gilvis Barello. Summarized from the Apographa by Gilvis Barello, abbot of Holamayan and various of the dissident priests. Beneath Red Mountain, Dwemer miners discovered a great magical stone. By diverse methods, Lord Kagrenac, High Priest and Mage Crafter of the ancient Dwemer, determined that the magical stone was the heart of the god Lorcan, cast here in the Dawn Era as a punishment for his mischief in creating the mortal world. Determined to use its divine powers to create a new god for the exclusive benefit of the Dwemer, Kagrenac forged 3 great enchanted artifacts, which were called Kagrenac's tools. Wraithguard is an enchanted gauntlet to protect its wearer from destruction when tapping the heart's power. Sunder is an enchanted hammer to strike the heart and produce the exact volume and quality of the power desired. Keening is an enchanted blade that is used to flay and focus the power that rises from the heart. When Kagrenac used these tools, the heart in the Battle of Red Mountain, no one knows what happened, but the Dwemer race disappeared entirely from the mortal world. Lord Nerevar and Lord Dagoth retrieved these tools and didn't know what to do with them. Nerevar asked Dagoth to guard these tools while he went to consult with his counselors, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil. He left and spoke with his 3 counselors, and they decided to return together to Red Mountain to decide what to do. But while Nerevar was gone, Dagoth was tempted and confused by the powers of the tools. When Nerevar and the counselors arrived, he refused to give up the tools, claiming he had sworn to Nerevar to protect them. Then Dagoth fought with Nerevar and the counselors and was mortally wounded and driven off, and the tools were recovered. Then Nerevar and his counselors decided to take the tools for safekeeping. They all swore a great oath never to use the tools, but after Nerevar's death, because they killed him so they could use the tools, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil yielded to temptation. Yielded to temptation? They killed him because they wanted to use the tools. They were tempted even before he died. They took these tools themselves and went to Lorcan's heart, buried beneath Red Mountain, and gave themselves divine powers. But Dagoth had not died. We don't know what happened, but this is what we believe. His experiments with Kagrenac's tools had joined him to the heart's divine nature in some way, so that he learned to draw power directly from the heart. We conjectured that Dagoth driven by anger and greed, used the heart without caution and restraint, and, as a result, he had become terribly powerful and terribly mad. But the tribunal showed great care and restraint in their use of the tools, and so they were not driven mad, and they did many good things. That's debatable. Nonetheless, the tribunal too appeared to have been corrupted by the heart's power, though more subtly. Kagrenac's tools are cursed. Stealing power from the heart of a god is a terrible folly and fated to disaster. The tribunal is losing its battle to control the power of the heart. They are sustained by the same tainted power that drives Dagoth mad. They grow weak and cannot protect us from Dagoth but even if they could, would we be wise to worship gods such as these? They conceal the truth from us out of shame. They persecute the Nerevarine and the dissident priests out of shame when they should be welcoming them and enlisting their aid against Dagoth The Tribunal have done much good for Morrowind and the Dumber, but they succumbed to the temptation of Kagrenac's tools. And though these tools once may have seemed the instruments of salvation, now they must be seen as instruments of doom.